What's going on, Team Rain? My name is Rain Dingo, and today the commentary is about conspiracy theories. But before we get into this, the gameplay we're going to be watching is a 36 hip fire only gun treat by one of our elite members, Rain Hardhat. Now, guys, go sub to him, show him some love, and just a quick introduction to myself. I am a commentator. This is my first one on Rain's channel. So, guys, if you want, go check me out. My name is Rain Dingo. Most people know me as Mr. D. It's me. Or Dingo. So yeah, but anyways, let's get right into this topic. Now, this is going to be about conspiracy theories. Now, there's a bunch of different ones, and I'm just going to be going over these. Now, these ones are from Twitter, so if you guys have heard of these, great. We're going to be going over them. Or if you haven't, well, you're in for a treat. Now, if you guys want to go see some of these yourself, you can look them up and you can find them. So, first one's going to be about the Umbrella Man. Now, this one is about with John F. Kennedy's assassination. Right? If you guys don't know, John F. Kennedy was an American president throughout the Cold War and was assassinated. So it's titled The Umbrella Man, and basically in all of these videotapes you can see the man with the umbrella, and as JFK, John F. Kennedy, his car passes, he opens up his umbrella and turns it in a clockwise circle. Now, the reason that this is so weird, is because, one, it was not a rainy day. There was no reason for really them to have an umbrella, and, it was unusual and stuff. And then he did it right when he passed by. Now, why they think this is unusual as well, right when he passed by is when he got shot. So, they don't know, maybe if this was a signal, just all talking about with Lee Harvey Oswald, who was the suspected killer of JFK, but no one knows really for sure. And so, the next one we're going to be talking about the Nampa doll. Now, the Nampa doll, it was found in Idaho at a depth of 320 feet, and that's pretty far down, guys. So, imagine a football field, and then add 20 feet more. So, a football field, and geez, what can we think of 20 feet? 20 feet. You guys can probably understand what 20 feet is. If you guys know 10 yards, like football again, you take away a third of that, there you go, 20 feet. So, very far down. It was a doll, and the doll was about the size of 2 dimes, I want to say, as is compared in the picture. And it was no doubt made by human hands. But you see, this was found at a depth that was, at this point, uninhabited by humans, or so they think. So, they have disregarded it. Maybe it's just an odd thing, but, it's something weird, were there humans living this early and just scientists don't know about it? Or, what happened? And then, now I'm going to go over one that I don't really think is real. I think it's kind of stupid, but, Denver Airport. It's known as the headquarters of the Illuminati, which, guys, is a conspiracy. No one really knows if it's real or anything, but it's a conspiracy theory. And it has its runways shaped like a swastika. Now, if you ask me, it's not a swastika at all. So, basically, I don't even think there's one that looks like a swastika. There's maybe one that sort of looks like a swastika. But, other than that, I don't see it. Maybe it's just me, but, what it looks to me is like there 5 runways built in a way that to maximize like the space they have, and maybe it's a swastika. I don't think so. It doesn't really look like one to me, as it just doesn't really work. If you want to be all technical about it, it doesn't work. But yeah, I can kind of see it, and it's one that I guess maybe it is, but I don't see it. It's just weird. It's definitely a weird one. I don't really believe in it. You guys want to go look at the picture? You can probably look it up. Denver Airport overview. Bird's eye view. And now this one's weird. This one I'm a little confused. Like, I don't know if it's maybe just old drilling or anything, but it says that deep holes that end abruptly are being found in the dense forest of Russia. No one knows who's doing this or why. Now, see, this one's weird, 'cause, it's like, if you were walking, then you found this really deep hole, it's like, what is this doing here? Now, the one thing I can really think of, either this doesn't end abruptly or something, or, maybe they're just digging for oil. Maybe it's some drilling thing that someone wanted to do, or maybe it's like that movie Holes except on steroids. But another thing that I was thinking is it's basically a death trap. So you walk, you fall in this huge hole, boom, you're dead. Now it's weird, but hey, it's something. It could be some like huge mole. Now there's just one. They say it's an unexplained skull. To me, it just kind of looks like a skull, and they added some teeth to it, some sharp teeth. Not human, but there's a skull, and they believe it's a vampire skull. Now, if you ask me, no, I don't really believe in this one, but it's a human skull with very sharp teeth. Jeez, I don't really know how much to say about this because it really doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't look real to me. Some of these just don't look real to me and stuff. Others do. Others, I could see people believing in anything, but some of them don't. So, guys, we're going to go on this one. It's called The Door to Hell. Now, I'm going to read this out and then talk about this a little bit. So, Deriz, also known as the Door to Hell, is a 70-meter wide hole in the middle of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan. So, I may have said both those wrong, but it's whatever. The hole was formed in 1971 when a team of Soviet geologists had their drilling rig collapse when they hit a cavern filled with natural gas. In an attempt to avoid poisonous discharge, they decided to burn it off, thinking that the gas would be depleted in only a few days. Deriz is still burning today, 40 years later, continuing to elude scientists and visitors worldwide. So, it's a huge hole, and what they were drilling, it collapsed when it hit a cavern, which is basically a cave, an underground cave formed out by underground rivers. And there was natural gases, so gas, flammable stuff, and so they lit it on fire to burn off all the gas and everything, and still burning today. So I don't know why it would do this because there'd have to be a lot of natural gas, and honestly, if it's still burning today, that's so much. Just think about how fast, like when you pour some gas, light it on fire, how fast it'll burn out. Just imagine how much oil is down there and everything, One thing I'm thinking about is the waste. But yeah, I don't know why it's called a door to hell. There's not, I guess, just a really lot of gas. That's what it sounds like to me. And now this one's a little weird, it makes me kind of sad. But hundreds of dogs have jumped to their death off the Overtown Bridge in Scotland since the 1960s. No one knows why. Now, this is just really depressing for me because, I just think about puppies jumping off. Or don't think about that, actually. No, I take that back. But that's actually going to wrap it up for today's commentary. Thank you guys for watching. Miss Ordy, it's me, A.K.A. Dingo. I'm out. See ya.